Welcome back to C8 Corvette Part 20 Solidworks tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to create the lower front lower lip front splitter, and then after that, we're going to work on this headlight unit here and create the bulbs and these LED strips inside this headlight. All right, so to get started, let's jump to the top plane here and create a sketch on the top plane, right? And then let's flip into inside out, and let's convert some entities here. So let's convert this one, these edges, and make sure you zoom in here so you grab that small piece in here. Okay, and just jump to this side here and then press OK. And then once we convert these edges, we're going to do a offset. And for this offset, we're going to do a box select, and then we're going to reverse that into 10 millimeter. And what? Let's try a 7. Okay, so press OK, and then you're going to come down here, and then I grab a spline, bring it up to this point, and we're going to add a profile to that curvature. All right, and then let's grab a center line, construction line, and then we want to snap onto the middle, and we're just going to mirror over this curvature over this construction line here, and just come in here and snip away some extra curvatures that we don't need here. That's okay. Don't worry about that. That won't do anything. Okay, exit the sketch, and then let's come to the front section here. Okay, and then in this front section, we're going to extrude these front lower lip section up. So I'm going to do with features, it's going to be a solid object, and then select these contours here and press spacebar, and then just going to pull it down to about here, and press OK. All right. All right, so now that we have the front splitter somewhat done, we're going to add a fillet, and let's try 2 on these edges, and 2 looks like will do the trick for us. Grab that edge as well, and this corner here, and let's see if it lets us do the top section as well. It does, so that's good. So let's go all the way around this edge. And press OK and see what we got. Okay, so that front splitter looks good to me. And then so we're going to leave this front splitter as is, and then we will add some connecting points to this body later on the design. All right, so next thing we're going to do is work on this headlight unit. So so let's jump up here quickly and find that surface. It's gotta be somewhere down here. So it's a surface fill 7. So hide that. And then we want to hide from this side as well. So the best way to do it is to just remove the appearance of glass and then hide that one as well. And we will bring it back afterwards. All right. So let's try and come into surface here and knit some of these surfaces together. Oh, let's try and knit a small piece to that. Okay, we will come back and work on this later. All right, so let's get on to the headlight unit here. And then we're going to create a sketch on the right plane and normal to profile. And then if we look at our picture here, we can see that we got one bulb, we got two bulbs, we got the main bulb, and we got the indication light and the LED strips, which are carving upwards from these corners up into this edge here. So let's create that light bulb. So we're going to put that main light bulb beam somewhere out here, about that size. And then the second light bulb will be sitting somewhere up here. Something like that. Okay. And let's make that a little bit smaller. About that much. Let's move it all the way down here. Okay. And now we are going to do a projection curve. And then we're going to project these two sketches to this face. So select the face and press OK. And to be able to extrude from this face, we need to create a converted entities. So let's come in here and create a 3D sketch, and then let's convert these sketches onto this face. So now they are on the face. And then now we just need to define the direction of pull or direction of extrude. So let's grab a center line, and let's grab from this point out to the air, like that. And let's just adjust the projection of these headlights. So it's pointing straight ahead that direction, so that's good. Let's have a look at from this direction. It's pointing down. I want this to be pointing forward, maybe a little bit down from the forward, so it's not beaming it to anybody's eyes in the real world, right? So press OK. So that that extruded direction will work. Okay, so exit the sketch, and then now if you jump into surfaces and extrude surface, select these sketches. Make sure you come back into selected counters and select the other one as well. And now just click onto direction and then select the direction, which is going to be the construction line, and then we're going to pull these bulbs out to about there. Okay, so press OK on that. And then we're just going to cap up these boxes. So we'll jump into field surface here and select these edges here. Select it like that. So yeah, so once I'm finished with this model, what I'm going to do is I use um, I'm not using visualize for rendering because don't really find that useful. So what I use for rendering for all my models is actually K-Shot. It's a lot more powerful. So if you don't have K-Shot, let me know in a comment, and then I will get it for you. And the same goes for anything else. So if you just tuning into my videos, I would appreciate if you would subscribe, and I'm not gonna ask you to share it, but if you can share it, that would be an extra bonus as well. Okay, so once you cap these ends up, let's hide these projected curvatures, and then let's create these LED strips. So one LED strips is going will go from this angle up to this point, and the next one will go just up to this point as well. Okay, so one will go from all the way from this edge, following this line, the way we can see on this one. Yeah, it's quite following that. However, we can move this a little bit more in, so we can have more space for our LED strip. So if we come into the actual projected curve, and then we edit these sketches and jump into the front, if we pull this one up to here and then press OK and exit, and we'll pull the whole box up, which is good. So now we have room for the LED strip. Okay, so let's add these LED strips. So what we're going to do, which you already know, is I grab a 3D sketch, and we're going to grab a 3D point, and we're gonna come from this outer point here. So that's one, and then the next one will go from this corner here, this corner here, somewhere. Okay, so we want to make sure that it's not going to touch, nothing's going to touch our outside surface body. All right, so leave that point there. So the first point is going up to, it's going up to this point somewhere in here. So let's grab the point and just drop it here, and the second one will fall somewhere there. All right. So press escape to come out of that sketch. So let's maybe pull that, hold control to somewhere here. And this here. Let's get to the top so we can see a lot better how much space we have. All right, so let's get rid of this point and grab another point and drop it here. Okay, so now we can see a lot better here. So hold control so we're not snipping to anything. And the second, for the first one is going to fall somewhere here. The second one is going to fall somewhere here. Let's have a look at the picture. So yeah, they're actually quite close to each other. So let's pull this closer to the other one as well. Okay. So now we just going to grab a simple curvature spline, And then we're just going to connect these two dots, exit the sketch, and then we're just going to connect these two dots here. Okay, and now we just want to make sure that our profiles are correct. So you want also, we don't want to touch the outside perimeter. So when we put back the front face cover, then it's not going to touch that headlight section there. Okay, and then we can also always readjust it after. Okay, so that's the first curvature, which is runs all the way up on this angle here to this area, and that will somehow curve into that area there. Okay, so exit the sketch, and then let's grab a plane and select this line and select this point, and then let's get on this plane tree and then that we just created and select the circle, and then circle about that size. We can also adjust the size of that circle always. And then let's jump into surfaces here and then grab a surface sweep and select this circle and select the line, and that registers for us in that direction. And it's not in the way of our beam as well, so that's good. So press OK on that. And then we want to bring back that 3D sketch. So bring that back, show, and then let's try to add a plane onto this line as well. So select the line first and select the point. And then we want to make a circle on that plane that we just created and onto that point about that size. Right. So I'll jump in surfaces, sweep surface, and select this line, and then select the line. And then obviously it's not going to let us do. So we're gonna have to hide this line. I'm going to hide this line here, and then hide this circle and hide the plane. And then I'm just going to bring back this line for a second, and then we're going to come in here and grab a 3D sketch, a 3D point, and this we're going to add a point to these edges, to these points. Press OK, exit the sketch, and now we're going to hide this line, and the points will stay in place. All right, and now we're just going to add back that curvature. So 3D sketch, 3D curve. All right. And we're just going to add back our profile to this curvature. This angle, and we are not touching the outside perimeter and from the front. And it just curves down that way. Maybe that's too much curvature, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit too much. So let's pull back a little bit. That's perfect. Okay. And then let's just check again our profiles. And this all looks good. Okay, so let's exit this sketch. And now let's grab another plane here and select the line and then select the point. And we're going to make a sketch on this plane, of course. And then we're going to make the circle here about that size. And let's just make sure that we are on the same size as the other one. If you want to be exact, you can always add dimensions to the other circle, and then you will have the same size on the both. I'm not going to do that. So jump to surface and smooth surface, select the circle, and then select the line. Select the line. Now it's registered, so we are good. And then press OK. Okay, so now let's hide these planes. All right. And now we're just going to add these black appearance to this inner face, inner face, and this other face here. And then is going to add to this one. Probably not. Okay, we're going to add lights on those ones. So let's add some appearances. So we're going to add yellow on these bodies here, and then copy this appearance, copy appearance, and then paste. We're going to add to this one as well, and we're going to add white to the amber red, the white to these swept surfaces here. So copy that appearance, copy appearance, and then paste onto that one. Okay, all right, so that looks good. You can always adjust it for yourself the way you like it, or you can just go exactly how is it for the Corvette, but I'm more happy with this idea. So let's mirror over some of the bodies that we just created. So let's jump to features, mirror, and then we're going to use the front plane as always, and then we're going to select the bodies to mirror. So let's select that one, that one, that one, and that one there. That's okay. And let's add our appearance, copy appearance. Okay, and that's good. That looks good. Perfect. Okay, so it's going to be a lot better when obviously when we are we can also change the appearance on that yellow to a different color. Okay, I'm come in here and then copy appearance and add to the front section of it. Okay, that looks good. And then we're just gonna come in here and check our amber, and then we're going to edit that appearance to a more deeper orange color. Let's try red. I come down here and then that's it. That's the one we need. Okay, so that looks good. And then now we're coming back into here, and then we find that front glass, front face, and that was a mirror 28 on this side. Show. Okay, mirror 28. That one there. So it's face delete, not this surface fill 7. So show that. And then mirror 28. I believe, mirror 28, or mirror 27, mirror 28. Right. Show. Okay, so it's not registering. We can always mirror this over again. So mirror, let's use front and then bodies to mirror this front section. That's good. All right, so now let's add an appearance to that front face. So jump into glass here, and then appearance, and then a glass. And let's try a thick glass. And then we're going to choose a clear or gloss. Let's try gloss. So let's try a reflective clear glass, because that's usually what headlights are. So let's choose that. Reflective clear. That face as well. So there you have it. We have our headlights on this vehicle. Let's go and add an appearance plastic. Let's try high glass. Let's just some darker color on the car, like black. Let's try black on the car, and then we're going to leave this tutorial here. And then on the next tutorial, when we come back, we're going to continue working on the copy appearance. Let's just add that in. We don't have a surface there, but we will. And then when we come back with the tutorial 20, we will continue the rest of the vehicle finally. So we're going to talk about that after. So thank you, and see you in the next tutorial.